Public service announcement for people who struggle with mental health issues, for people who struggle with depression, anxiety, PTSD, uh, BPD, bipolar disorder, whatever you struggle with, ADHD, for people who struggle with addiction, and for people who are in whatever stage of recovery, even if that means that you are um, in or you're drunk right now or you're in active addiction right now. For people who want to make a change, understand we can, and we do recover, and it might take time. And sometimes we think we don't like stuff, but that's not true. That's the depression and anxiety talking. Like what one of my friends said, anxiety is a lying bitch. And there was a couple places I didn't want to go, like all of last year, and it just seemed so far away. But then this year, after I took my medication, I'm like, it was like 20 minutes away. And it just seemed so far away that I didn't know, that it just seemed impossible, okay? And one thing I used to tell myself is that I don't like cooking. I had been telling myself that for a long time, and that's not true. I used to cook all the time. I used to love cooking, and I'm getting back into cooking. What I didn't like is not having money for food. What I didn't like is dealing with depression and anxiety and still having to feed my children. So there was a lot of fast food. There was a lot of getting prepared meals and stuff because I just mentally I was barely able to get out of bed sometimes. So I started to be like, I don't like cooking. And and you hear Cardi B songs like, I don't cook, I don't clean. And it's like, no, I do cook and I do clean and I like those things. Because I like to have a nice space for myself and for my family. So all that to say, I just got up today. And I'm grateful to have food because we did not always have that. Like, shout out to Food Bank, shout out to everyone who has helped me on this journey of recovery and sobriety and not giving up on me or just thought I was faking it or whatever. The journey of mental health and wellness, like we can recover. For me, it was about taking medication and going to therapy every week and starting to work out and meditate and do some deep breathing and stuff. But we all have our own path to take. Actually, I want to use this one. But don't give up on yourself, and don't give up on your loved ones. You see, and I'm not saying that in a sense of like you have to condone what they're doing, or if they're in active addiction and a problem, like you also still have to protect your own peace. But protect yourself, protect your loved ones, and for the people who are in active addiction, I do not give up on you. I've had people who refuse to give up on me, and I refuse to give up on you. For people who are struggling with mental health issues, I do not give up on you. What in the hell? I don't care if you are ready to give up on you. That's not what we're doing. What we're doing is we're going to keep going. What we're doing is we're going to keep being resilient. What we're doing is we're going to start feeding ourselves healthier foods and cook it ourselves and share that with our children and pass down generational wealth instead of generational trauma. And for anybody in the comments who's like, you're cutting this crazy, I'm doing my best, baby, okay? At one point, I was like drinking at least a fifth of rum every day and sometimes never getting out of bed and just crying the entire day. So here we are. I'm grateful and I'm thankful and I'm proud of us. So if nobody else told you today, let me be the first one to tell you today that I believe in you. I believe in us. And I'm so grateful for people that believed in me when I did not. So please have an amazing day and shine your light like it's never been dimmed.